move on, and sometimes you do that best by confronting things head on. The only way to have that be the pass is to keep playing for his country.
Williams with the ball. He's picked up by Lee. And it's Duncan penetrating. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Westbrook passes to Court. 5 to shoot. Westbrook with the bucket.
You know, it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
It always seems to settle you down when you have some early success in the post.
Now, here's Butler. Hoping to put that miserable performance against Phoenix behind him tonight. Off the pick. And he overshot that one, missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Pulls up on the wing. George, no good.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
It's been said time and time again that playing in Oklahoma City is one of the tougher places to play in the league. Last year we saw it as well. This place, Greg, gets so loud when the Thunder are rolling.
And even though the Thunder missed the playoffs, the Chesapeake Energy Arena was as loud as ever. It really helps when you are the show in a city.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Williams kicks to Duncan. The kick out to Williams. Outside Butler. 5 on the clock. It's Williams with the drive. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. For Darren Williams, the injury riddle campaigns just keep piling up.
Yeah, it's almost difficult to watch considering how good he was when he was healthy. I mean, you're talking about one of the most explosive players in the game over the last decade at the point guard spot. But the injuries, hard to overcome.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Tim Duncan gets the whistle that time. Right side Corver. Back to Westbrook. Knocked away. It's stolen by Duncan.
That was really a gift there. A nice steal, but probably a pass that shouldn't have been made in the first place.
And guys, for Darren Williams last season, all those injuries finally affected his shooting. 39% from the field last year, the second lowest mark of his career, and he just couldn't create space or elevate to get the clean looks he had grown accustomed to.
Now Williams, after Jimmy Butler missed from long range. Second shot opportunity. Out to Duncan. From deep. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And, you know, talking about Darren Williams, last year wasn't all bad. I mean, nearly 7 assists a game, 3.5 rebounds, a steal. Not the stocking stuffer he used to be, but he still battled and still contributed.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
And for Marcin Gortat, he was such a good fit for the Wizards last season. Actually, the last 2 seasons.
You know, he runs the floor very well for his size. A terrific finisher, solid in the pick and roll, can make the mid-range. You know, he's been one of the more consistent centers in our league.
And it's the Thunder with the ball, following the bucket by the Hawks. 6 on the shot clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Kept alive. Outside for George. That doesn't go either for George.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the court.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be. You know, getting back to Gortat, he signed that 5-year, $60 million contract a couple of years back. Raised some eyebrows at the time because he's not a supreme athlete, but his size, effort, and refined skill set have made him worth it so far.
Through the contact from long range, and he almost got the hoop to fall. Instead, he'll shoot 3 at the line.
And talking about Gortat, I like what he can do for you defensively. Doesn't really have a vertical, but uses his length and timing to alter shots. And he moves his feet well enough to close out on shooters and also cover the pick and roll. So solid and complete in terms of a frontline player.
And the second free throw, good. Hawks were so dominant last year and were the first team to clinch their spot in the postseason.
Hawks also would wrap up the top seed in the East and were able to advance against the Nets in 6 games.
Anthony Morrow's checked in for Darrell Wright. Here's Lyles to the paint. And Roberts kicks to Hibbert. Here's the 3. That one goes. Count it. Morrow's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
You know, in the second round, the Hawks had a bit of trouble once again with the Wizards. Were able to get by them despite going down 2-1 in that series. It seemed like they were out of gas against the Cavs in the next round.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
All indications, Greg, are that this game is going down to the wire. I mean, I'd be surprised, actually shocked, if it ended any other way.
And really, with the Hawks in the postseason, they just ran out of help. I mean, the Korver injury, the Carroll injury were huge against the Cavs. And when you lose that much talent, you could see why they were swept out of that conference finals. Don't forget, they also lost Cephalosha prior to the playoffs.
Here's Westbrook after the basket by Atlanta. Lee outside. Back to Westbrook. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Westbrook's got 12 points in the game.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
And the Thunder with some changes. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Gortat. Diallo comes in for David Lee. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
I'd say, 8 lead changes, that speaks for itself.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
Now here's Rose. On the wing, Korver. That one wide left.
Nothing dropping for him, so I think in the best interest of his team, he may need to think about not shooting right now.
Oklahoma City trailing. Rose. It's hauled in by Lyles.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Korver with it. Now Green defending. Korver kicks to O'Quinn. Out left to the wing. Diallo, the screen. Outside, George. Passes it to Diallo. A floater. Rebound, Atlanta. Lyles got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Green. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. They get Boris Diaw. And for Gerald Green, another productive year last season coming off the bench. Though it was a smaller role, a small step back from the season before when he started over half the games for the Suns.
Well, there was a log jam in Phoenix at the wing position last season. He certainly matured, though, as he never complained about not starting, just went out and did his job.
And both free throws good for Green.
For Gerald Green, it's hard to not think about the star that could have been. The 18th pick in the 2005 draft, right out of high school. It was basically athleticism and upside in his game then. He's finally made it in the NBA now, but has improved with skills and guile in place of explosiveness.
Here's Morrow. On the wing, Green. Misses off the right iron.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now, here's Tucker. He feeds it to Diaw. Shot to end this cold run. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And talking about Gerald Green, it seems like he's been in the league forever. But he was only 29 years old last season. By and large, he's avoided major injury, so he's still got plenty of tread left on those tires if he wants to keep going at it for a little while longer.
He's off on the second.
Fellas, you look at Boris Diaw and say, my goodness, if he could just get in better shape. But he uses every bit of that significant backside of his to his advantage. Opponents can't get through him or around him, so he's making good use of the extra LBs.
Here's Rose, following the 3 by Atlanta. Kicks to Tucker. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
Roberts passes to Lyles. And the shot is good. Lyles got his first points of the night.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
No one near Mayo as he lets it go. Hits it from three-point range.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Now here's Green. Lyles passes to Hibbert. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Clarky talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition of that.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, not even through the first half, and it's been one heck of a battle.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
You know, he's not your typical NBA center in terms of height, guys, but he plays as big as any of them, thanks to his incredible bounce ability.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
And guys, Gerald Green looked to be out of the NBA at one point in his career, but since coming back from Russia, he has completely reinvented himself as a player.
Terrence Jones has checked in for Boris Diaw. It's Mayo on the wing. Here's Jones. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass.
Roberts passes to Lyles.
A signature slam right there from the big fella. How many of those have we seen before?
And O'Quinn kicks to Mayo. And it's Rose penetrating. Banked in off the glass. Rose has got his first bucket in this one.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Oklahoma City out in front as they end the first quarter on a 14-6 run. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
It's been a point of emphasis, no doubt, to make sure they attack the rim offensively.
I love the fact they're not settling for outside shots. Keep attacking that rack.
They've got Gortat. Jones is out there with Paul George. Then there's Kyle Korver. And it's Rose in at the point. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. The Hawks trailed by 3. The feed to Hibbert. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And Roberts has it in the corner. Stolen by George. Outside Rose. Outside Korver. Jones sets the pick for Korver. Jones kicks to George. Bangs home the trifecta. George has got the first basket of the second quarter for the Thunder.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
Russell Westbrook in for Oklahoma City. Ibaka, no luck.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it. Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Now here's Wright. He kicks it to Ibaka. Fades and shoots. Outside Butler. Ibaka outside. Right against George. Ibaka wide open. He fires. Connects on the 17-footer. Ibaka's got his first basket of the night.
Boy, I tell you, last season was a big one for the Hawks and Coach Budenholzer. Their dominant season won him multiple Coach of the Month titles, and eventually he won the Coach of the Year award.
Korver gets the whistle. And Tim Duncan gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game.
Already he's looking at his third foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the third quarter.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Diaw's checked in. Westbrook kicks to Corbin. To the inside. And the rebound goes to Duncan. Duncan's got 3 rebounds now in this one. It's pretty obvious, I thought, Greg, that Budenholzer was the deserved coach of the year. I mean, Steve Kerr, there are a lot of good names you could put in there. But what he's done, taking the Hawks to the top of the East, few saw that coming.
I agree with you. I mean, he has transformed this Hawks team over the past couple of years, has a wonderful team game. And, you know, obviously a lot of influence coming from Pop when he was with San Antonio, but he is really, I think, redefining how the game of basketball is being played at the pro level.
Williams, that's good. The Thunder leading by 7. Outside Westbrook. Outside George. Diaw, the screen. And Gortat kicks to Corbin. Westbrook with a wide open look. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Pass to Butler. Jacks up a 3. Kept alive by Atlanta. Ibaka. Vicious to Williams. Butler passes to Ibaka. In the corner, right with it. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Williams. There's a screen by Gortat. Right against George. Back to Westbrook. Dishes to Gortat. Nice D from Duncan.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Butler kicks to Williams. Back to Butler. Ibaka against George. Ibaka goes in. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Lee's checked in for Gortat. Westbrook with it. He's got 16. Picked by Lee. From deep, George. No good. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way.
No doubt last year a bit of a loss for Paul George. I mean, had to sit out most of it after that gruesome leg injury in the Team USA scrimmage.
And he gets it to go. Korver's got 5 points now in the quarter.
A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession. A different look for Oklahoma City. P.J. Tucker comes in for George. And it's Mayo in for Kyle Korver. The Thunder leading by 7. And Diaw kicks it to Tucker. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. O'Quinn's checked in. Thunder have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Screen by Lee. Here's the screen. Westbrook kicks it to Tucker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Mayo for 3. Here's Lee. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Duncan kicks to Williams. And stolen by Mayo. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Oklahoma City moving it around. Fires for 3. Rebound, Atlanta. Well, they've got the Lakers ahead of them after this game. In the next game, it'll be played in Los Angeles. It'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip. Derrick Rose is checked in for Oklahoma City. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. He dishes it to Tucker. Pass to O'Quinn. Feeds to Tucker. To the right side. Shot clock at 5. Rose goes in. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Rose has got his 2nd bucket of the night. The Hawks trail by 11. Inside. It's Butler that time on the assist by Williams.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Here's Rose. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That's on Deron Williams.
Derrick Rose possesses a great skill set. Ball handling, passing, an understanding of how to score. First rookie to ever win the All-Star Weekend Skills Challenge.
Getting back to Rose, it's his extraordinary handle that allows him to get anywhere on the floor. Such confidence in the way he dribbles and drives, whether it's getting up in a position to set up a teammate, take it himself. He's the one very best at controlling that ball.
It's a great point. I mean, guys like D. Rose, Chris Paul, Steph Curry, Kyrie, they all have maximized that skill. I mean, the thing that separates him and puts him in that Russell Westbrook category is the pure physical strength. When healthy, he's able to play with.
Hawks making a switch here. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Duncan. Lyle comes in for Serge Ibaka. Green, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And Brian Roberts sub in for Williams. And it's Hibbert missing. Over to the wing. Tucker. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 4 assists now tonight.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
The Thunder leading by 11. Outside Mayo. To the wing right side. And Tucker kicks to Lee. It's intercepted. Right wing. Roberts dishes to Hibbert. And there's the pass to Wright. Clock at 6. Hibbert, the pass to Wright. And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Jones checked in for David Lee. Right outside. There's the dish to Roberts. Just 4 to shoot. Green kicks to Wright. Stolen by Tucker. Here's Mayo. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Slammed home and draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That's on O.J. Mayo.
Grown man's power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
And we've seen those kinds of plays get them fired up in the past.
And that one misses. Clark Lyles, one of the many great players to come out of Kentucky and be eligible for this draft. He didn't wow as much as his teammates. I'm telling you what, he can play.
He's got a lot of game. He's actually one of my sleepers, Kevin, because he can do everything well. He can handle it. He goes both ways. He can shoot it. He defends. Really good IQ. I like this guy as being a surprise producer as an NBA player.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it after the basket by Atlanta.
And there was a question of whether or not Derrick Rose would be able to get back to his former self. At times last season, you could see him back in that MVP form.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring source for the Thunder.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, and they've also balanced that, though, guys, with the attack off the bounce as well to get them some points.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. And with Rose again, he showed flashes last season of his level of play, Clark, before the injury.
Yeah, exactly. And you hate to see any player go down with injuries, especially a talent like Derrick Rose. He still needs to show that he can regain that high level of NBA play for an entire season. I think that's just a matter of time, Kevin.
And the Hawks making a change here. Duncan, he's checked in for Hibbert. Baca comes in for Lyles. Butler, he's checked in for Gerald Green. And it's Williams in for Brian Roberts. And both free throws good for Rose.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Now here is Ibaka. Duncan at the elbow. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch.
Here's Mayo. He's got 7. Screen by Jones. Three-pointer. A nice shot by Tucker. Tucker's got 11 points.
They've really flipped things around offensively.
Yeah, and anytime you can make more than half of your shots, you'll take that.
And he dunks it down.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Clark,
Yes,
bringing it down hard,
yes,
my brother.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
And the wide open shot from Rose. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And clearly it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
What a game it's been for Westbrook. He's got 16 points, and he's added to his totals by picking up 3 points at the line as well.
Yeah, that'll balance out that stat sheet nicely. I mean, you always want to see at least a few points from the free throw line.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
That slasher mentality was on display.
Putting on a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Are you kidding me?
I'll tell you what, Mama always said, if you got it, flaunt it.
Let it fly. Let it fly.
Mama said that, huh? Shoots from the line. Westbrook, no good. The Hawks trail by 17. Williams dishes to Butler. The Hawks working the ball around. Duncan outside. From downtown. And Williams with the basket on the assist from Duncan. 8 points for Williams. Looking at the last game for the Atlanta Hawks, it was a loss to the Suns. When you look at the roster of the Thunder from last year, Clark, they knew how to build from within.
Well, last season's roster, everybody but one player was either drafted or acquired via trade. That's a rare combo in the NBA.
Hawks shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. And Ibaka kicks to Butler. Duncan high post. Ibaka outside. Clock at 6. Butler goes in. And the layup's good off the glass. Butler's got his third basket of the night.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Westbrook passes to Gortat. There's a screen by Gortat. The 15-footer. Atlanta with the rebound. Duncan's got his 6th rebound on the night.
He continues to struggle from the field. But luckily for him and his team, his teammates have been able to pick him up and get the job done.
Stolen by George. Williams against Lee. On the wing, Korver. Left side, Westbrook. Butler with the steal. Charity stripe shot. He gets hauled in by Paul George. George has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And here's Westbrook from the arc. And Gortat kicks to George. Sinks the triple. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Ibaka goes in.
Cutting into the lead with a huge one-hand throwdown.
That's how to get your team back into it.
Yes, sir.
I tell you what, guys, that might also put a little spark into those guys.
They grab their own miss. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That is his first foul of the game. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. And George, here we go. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his first personal foul.
And David Lee missing time early last season with that hamstring injury also opened the door up for Draymond Green to kind of take that starting power forward role. And give Lee credit, though. Didn't sulk, just threw himself into his new role as a super sub.
That's good from George. Greg, you're talking about David Lee, the 2-time All-Star. Pretty much a starter most of his career, though. A big change, Clark, as he came off the bench this past season after he was injured in the preseason.
Yeah, you know, you think about his game, though, Kevin. Highly skilled, mobile, smart. Gives you energy and scoring. I think he's ideal coming off the bench.
Again, the miss by Williams. Oklahoma City leading by 16. Korver gets a wide-open look. The baseline jumper goes down. Korver's got 7 points.
Well, there you go. I mean, if they're going to keep giving up open jumpers, they're going to keep getting burned.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game. When you think about guards who play without fear or any hesitation, Russell Westbrook is the first of those guys to come to mind.
I tell you what, man, his relentless pursuit and attacking of the goal and his opponent is really something to watch.
And for Westbrook, he had some high praise. Allen Iverson said he's a huge fan of Westbrook and sees so much of himself in him, mostly due to how they play with heart. I'll tell you the other thing, Allen Iverson I always felt was the most intimidating small guard in the history of the league. Russell Westbrook rapidly trying to claim that honor.
Diaz checked in for Lee. Here's Bullock.
You know, I was thinking back to that Iverson quote on Westbrook. They play with that same fire. The styles in which they play are different, but you can see the intensity is the same between them.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
Yeah, another turnover, but guys, on the whole, I think they've done a great job of running their offense without too many miscues.
And Roberts kicks to Hibbert. Shoots from the block. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. The Thunder leading by 18. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Williams kicks to Butler. Not enough on that one as it misses. The Thunder have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Williams with the block. Down low. And it's Butler with the jam.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Westbrook kicks to Korver. Here's Diaz. Outside for Korver. Launches a three. Can't hit. Some solid defense from Butler. Outside Williams. Ibaka outside. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. And it's 9 points for Serge Ibaka.
Well, that's a great pass by Darren Williams.
Diaw, the screen. Outside Korver. Five to shoot. Back to Westbrook. Oh! And he bangs it home with one hand.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I just love to go up and jam like that.
Out of bounds, Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession.
Atlanta ball.
The Hawks trail by 15. Certainly the biggest surprise last year, Clark, was the play of the Atlanta Hawks. You would have picked them to win the East at the start of the season.
Well, they did it, and they earned it. The Hawks didn't have any superstars on their roster, but they won with solid team play.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution. Cutting into the lead with a huge one-hand throwdown.
That's how to get your team back into it.
Yes, sir.
I tell you what, guys, that might also put a little spark into those guys.
George dishes to Westbrook. And play stops as it looks. Like they call an over the back here.
Yeah, he was boxed out and tried to get the rebound the only way he could.
Yeah, he got straight over the back and on top of him there, too. So nothing subtle about that one.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Gortat. P.J. Tucker comes in for Boris Diaw. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Passes to George. O'Quinn with it. Right's there. Outside for George. Shot clock at 6. Misses the deep three-point attempt. For 3, Williams. And it's blocked by O'Quinn. The Thunder leading by 15. Now Rose. He's got 10. Tucker can't get it to go.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
And here's Korver from the arc. Sinks it. What range from out.